Welcome to Ntrack Studio 10.3. For this release, we've been focused a lot on ease of use, particularly on mobile, where we've introduced a simpler view, as well as creativity boosting tools like AI-assisted audio to MIDI, and time savers like MIDI envelopes, and BPM detection with phase alignment. Stick with us, and you'll also see later in the video that we've added an extra feature. Record an instrument or sing your ideas as audio, then convert them to MIDI in an instant with our new AI-powered audio to MIDI feature. Let's see it in action. Right-click, process, convert to instrument track, and there we have it. Another addition is that we can drag audio loops from the loop browser direct to instrument tracks and turn them straight to MIDI. So we'll use this loop. First, we'll add an upright bass instrument. Then, just drag the audio loop onto the instrument track and confirm to convert audio to MIDI. Click yes, and that's it. You also get all the details of a live performance as editable MIDI, and from there, you can transpose or tweak to taste. You can also do audio to MIDI on mobile by long pressing on an audio track, selecting Process, and Convert to Instrument Track. Let's hear the MIDI by itself. Or, just like on desktop, you can drag an audio loop from the loop browser directly on an instrument track. Audio to MIDI is great if you find MIDI programming difficult, time-consuming, or you don't play keys. Meet the new single track view for mobile. When inspiration hits, especially with limited screen space, you don't always need the full song view. We've created a simplified mobile experience that strips away distractions so you can focus on what matters: recording, editing, and creating. Let's see it in action. Tap the menu to open the track navigation. Let's add to the drum part.
Pray for your family, pray for our enemies,
and increase the swing.
Pray for your eyes to see, pray over your strategy.
Now we'll solo the lead vocal
Pray for this industry
and change the reverb.
Pray for your family, pray for our enemies. Oh, what a friend you need.
When ready, we can export the song.
Pray over your strategy, pray for your mental ease.
And if you need to go back to song view, that's still possible. Just double tap on a part to enter back into the single track view.
Oh, what a friend you need. Pray for your eyes to see. Pray over your
We've also added a global solo button, which is really useful for larger songs and mixes. So now we can solo as many tracks as we want, and then use the global solo to toggle them on and off. Also, while multiple tracks are soloed, if we then control-click on a solo button, we can solo any single track from the timeline. So if we have a ton of tracks in a big mix, we just want to hear one tiny thing quickly, it's super useful for that. You can use the global solo button on mobile too.
Pray for your family, pray for our enemies.
The new BPM detection with phase alignment analyzes the audio and allows us to align it with surgical accuracy. Let's import a track. Though the tempo is correct, we can see there's some silence at the start of the audio part so that it doesn't line up properly. We'll click on the eye to open part properties, scroll down to BPM. Clicking will see it automatically detects the right BPM, and we'll press apply. The audio is now properly aligned on the beat. Using the vertical line, we can fine-tune the exact start of the part. Drag left or right to adjust exactly where the audio should start. This is really helpful if you want audio to start ever so slightly off the beat to give a bit of push and pull or add some tension and release within your productions. And you can open part properties on mobile by long pressing on an audio track and selecting properties. And on mobile, once beat sync offset is enabled, you can adjust it using the widget on an audio track. Previously in N-Track Studio, editing MIDI events looked like this. You had to be sure to select the right tool. There were loads of vertical MIDI events that would even show on the piano roll and make things look a bit messy. And then to modify or remove events, the tool would need to be changed again, and a lot of dragging would need to be done. We've just leveled this up by introducing global envelopes, which affect a whole MIDI part, and per note envelopes, which affect only the selected note. Now, by adding nodes, you can easily draw dynamics, shape modulation, and control expression, all inside the piano roll. So here's an example with a big pitch bend on the last chord. Adding a node is super simple. Just hold Shift, then click exactly where you want the node to go. Select a MIDI note to see per note envelopes, then select a controller and add nodes as usual. Right-click and select Delete Nodes as needed. We can also play with the shape of a node, so there's linear, smooth start and end, but also shapes. Let's add the sine wave and see how it sounds. And if we just want to revert back to the default, we can right mouse click and select Flatten Automation. MIDI envelopes can be used with all the controllers, so we can use it with expression, pan, volume, modulation, and so forth. N-Track Studio 10.3 is built for songwriters and creators who have a sound in their head and just want to turn it into reality fast. It's built for momentum, so update your N-Track version now and help make your next track your best one yet.